course, it's not easy, you know, when you have most of the people in the stadium cheering for your opponent. And I personally feel that as long as there is respect, meaning if they cheer for my opponent and they don't disrespect me, I'm okay with that. But if there is a disrespect, then I can react a little bit emotional. And of course, I understand that as well. Those kind of reactions that I have towards the crowd at times throughout my career, I'm not proud of them, and it's not something that I am in favor of and that I'm supporting for myself to do, because I know that it's not necessary at all for me to react, because in the end of the day, I have to preserve all the energy for what I have to do, you know, and play the best tennis I can possibly play and stay present. But, you know, we are all people, we all get emotional, we all get distracted and stuff like this, especially if you're alone on the court. We're individual athletes, so we don't have anybody to really rely on, and this is what you have to deal with, and that's what makes you tough mentally as well. But honestly, earlier in my career, when I was experiencing matches, especially against Roger and Rafa, where most of the crowd was cheering for them, it was tougher for me. I felt like it's not fair, that you know, I deserve more support, so forth. And I was spending a lot of energy on that. I was more emotional about that. But then I think throughout my own evolution as an athlete, and experiencing these kind of situations more, I accepted it. And by accepting it, I felt like huge relief. And I also felt I managed to conserve more energy that I can use for more constructive things, you know, for myself. And there it was really interesting, you know, in terms of the crowd support and everything, with most on and off the court as well. But
that's why you think it's still like that.
Why is it like that?
Why you think?
Why do I think it's still like that?
Yeah.
Well, look, you know, I mean, we can discuss about various things and factors why this is in such way or other way. It's really hard to say. I mean, for sure, one thing is that Roger is, you know, arguably the greatest player of all time. He's the guy that is liked around the world. So I don't expect, to be honest, in most of the cases, as long as he's playing, the crowd to be in majority on my side, if you know what I mean. Yes, some places maybe, but in most of the places they're going to support Roger, and I'm okay with that, because it's Roger. So, and it's very similar situation with Rafa. So yeah, it's hard for me to answer to that question. Why is it like that? Am I contributing to that in a negative way, that I'm taking away the crowd support from me? I don't think so. I think it's more just the greatness of Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, and not them just as a tennis players, but them as people, as very charismatic, you know, nice guys, humble guys, great champions, that have sport. And I am part of their era. So in one way I'm lucky, in another way maybe not so much. So I guess, I don't know. What would you say? What do you think about it?
You want to know what I think? I think it's a bit of, for sure, what you said, that they are amazing champion like you are. I think in your young age you were a bit different, of course, like we all are, and that they took this spot already of the nice player, humble, and always fair play and all, and that in a movie you cannot have three good guys. You need someone who's a bit against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm saying that with a lot of respect. You know?
No, of course.
And that's probably, I think, when you were all three younger, that's the direction that everybody took a little bit, and now it affects a little bit right now.
Yeah,
but
it's true.
My vision.
No, it's you're absolutely right, because my beginning of the rivalries that I had with these two guys, it was like I was this confident young player that was saying, yes, I respect Roger and respect Rafa, but I can win against them. I can win big titles. I can be number one. My goal is to be number one. And I think all of that has created this kind of, I would say, feelings with people, and this kind of situation where, you know, people were asking, who is this young guy to challenge the big Rafa and Roger? And then I was feeling like it's me against the world in a way, you know?
Yeah.
And
but you also
and I
need a
was
little
also,
bit. You also
yeah,
need
no,
that a little bit.
yeah, no, that's how I felt. I don't feel that way anymore, to be honest. I mean, for many years now, but especially in the first, well, 3 to 5 years, I was feeling like, okay, it's me against the world. I got to prove it to everybody. I'm going to fight. I'm going to, you know, not give up. I'm going to be, you know, focused, and I'm going to be fearless warrior, you know. And of course, it did give me results in terms of tennis and everything. But at the same time, you know, of course, it was giving me a situation that was difficult to also handle, you know, because every time I would go out on the court with them, it would be tough, and it still is. But you know, I guess it's different from my perspective. I have internally, I have changed the way I'm experiencing this, that I'm seeing this, and so that has changed the whole external experience for me as well.
Okay.
Yeah.